Hi everybody, my name is Mira, and a few weeks ago we introduced the VR intro lesson to you guys for Access Engineering. This week we have a more detailed lesson plan involving virtual reality and augmented reality, where we're going to explain a few of the really common terms in the industry right now with VR and AR, as well as introduce a final project for you guys to do and introduce some supplemental examples that you guys can check out from your own homes. I'm going to let our three TAs introduce themselves, and then we'll dive right into some examples.
Hey guys, this is Aprupa.
Hey guys, I'm Adam Saladin.
Hello again, everyone. My name is John, and we are going to start this VR lecture by talking about extended reality. So, extended reality is a general umbrella term which refers to all real and virtual environments as well as human and machine interactions that are generated from computer technology as well as wearable devices. The two most common types of extended reality are virtual reality and augmented reality.
Virtual reality. Virtual reality, or VR, uses goggles to immerse the user in a 3D computer-generated simulation. With this technology, you could be riding a roller coaster, playing a tennis match, or even defending your spaceship from alien invaders, all while sitting in the comfort of your room. Within the simulation, you can interact with the environment similar to how you would in the real world, using gloves or handheld remotes that detect your motion. During a normal semester at Penn, we would have brought you to the main library to test out this VR technology for yourself.
Augmented reality is a technology that superimposes a computer-generated image on a user's view of the real world, thus providing the user with a composite view. This computer-generated information cannot interact with the real-world objects.
Now, so that you guys have a better understanding of how VR and AR can be used, as an example, we're going to have you go to one of the following YouTube links. Each TA will explain one YouTube link, and then you can go to the description of this video, click one of the links, and try out the VR video for yourself.
This video provides a stunning 360 view of Times Square at nighttime, obviously pre-social distancing.
Here we're exploring an Egyptian temple in virtual reality.
This third option shows an insane collision of an asteroid with the Earth's surface. If you're watching these on your phone, all you have to do is move your screen around. If you're watching these on your laptop, just use your mouse to drag the screen. Now feel free to pause this video here, go to the description, and pick one of the VR links to try out for yourself. Then you can come back to this video after testing out the VR videos, and we'll continue with the lesson. Now that you're back, here are some more interesting applications of VR that we'll explain with the following slides.
A virtual avatar is a personalized graphical illustration that represents a user. An avatar can be represented either in a three-dimensional or a two-dimensional form. These can be characterized to the user's liking and used in a multitude of settings.
Hologram. A hologram is a realistic, three-dimensional image that is created using interference from a laser or other form of light. Famous examples include holograms of late artists Michael Jackson and Tupac Shakur performing on stage. These projections can be so realistic that it can be hard to tell the difference between a hologram and a real object, and the technology is still improving.
One last term relating to VR that we're going to discuss is telepresence. Telepresence is the idea of using VR to control things remotely. Using telepresence, you can pretend that you're participating in distant events and you actually feel like you're somewhere that you aren't. Examples of this could be sporting events in VR or attending a concert through VR. Here's another example of extended reality that you can view from your own laptop or phone. This is the University of Pennsylvania's virtual tour, which you can access from the internet using the link that we're providing in the description as well. Feel free to pause here again and go to the description so that you can test out the University of Pennsylvania's virtual tour as well. To wrap up the Access Engineering virtual reality lesson, we're going to ask you guys to create a mini project to show us what you've learned about VR. This is going to be a very open-ended project with a lot of different paths you can take to showcase your creativity. There are going to be 2 options for the project, which will count towards your Access Engineering certificate.
So here's your first option. If you have an Apple iPhone or iPad, you can download the app Adobe Aero onto your device. The app is an augmented reality app that allows you to place virtual objects in your environment like we described earlier. Ultimately, we want your project to include 5 different objects or parts to tell a story. You can take a video within the app of your creation and share it with us on the last day of live class. Mira's going to add a short tutorial for Adobe Aero at the end of this lesson.
If you don't have access to an Apple device, the final project needs to be a short, 2-slide presentation about virtual and augmented reality. On the first slide, explain a term you learned from the VR lesson and give an example of a real-world use. Some industries you can think of are art, sports, education, or gaming.
In the second slide, we want you guys to think of a way that VR could make learning more interesting in your own school. Think of a lab, project, or other activity that you've done in the past in school and how that could be transformed using VR or AR. What would the benefits be? Would there be any potential negative consequences? On the last day of live class, you can share your presentation and some ideas with us for a few minutes. If you have any questions about extended reality or your projects in general, make sure to come to the live sessions in the following weeks, and the Access teachers and teaching assistants will be happy to discuss anything with you. If you have any questions at a different point, feel free to shoot us an email at the Access Engineering email address, which is on our website. See you guys next week. Hi guys, so this is going to be the Adobe Aero tutorial that we're going to do really quickly. So first we're going to click on the plus button, then Starter Assets, and for this I'm going to use a toy display tutorial. So I'm going to select the toy robot, and then it's already scanned my surroundings, so I'm going to be able to place that down, and I can scale it up and down by pinching, and you can also move the toy robot around a little bit. Then I'm going to click the plus again, go back to Starter Assets, back to the toy display tutorial, and select the backdrop. So now I'm going to place the backdrop down, and as you can see, you can also move this element around and scale it and move everything around accordingly so you all have them in the same frame. The next thing that I want to do is hit the plus and add an action to make this robot move. So I'm going to click plus trigger, and then I'm going to select tap for this example. Then I'm going to click plus action, and for this example I'm going to choose path move. So basically what this is, it's going to create this animation for me to move this robot. So I'm going to click plus create animation and then hold down, and then I'll be able to create the path that I want the robot to move in for when I tap this robot later. Then I can save my animation, hit the check mark, and then I'm going to be able to preview my creation. So I'm going to hit preview at the top, and then you can record your creation and it'll save to your camera roll. So now I tap the object and it follows the path that I created previously. So that's pretty much how you can use Adobe Aero to make your creation if you choose to do the iOS project that we outlined earlier. So if you have any questions about anything else regarding the software and how to use it, make sure you stop by our live sessions and we'll have somebody definitely help you out and answer any questions that you may have. See you guys next weekend.